Hey, hello again. So a quick update on the last video when I was building and installing this panel. What's this on my phone? That's better. So remember how creased this used to be? It transpires this material, obviously it's some sort of a polymer, reacts really well to heat. Now I have this little, where is it? There, that is a heat gun, a mini heat gun. So it's like a mini pocket hairdryer with a very concentrated nozzle. And that was good enough to, you can still see there are some creases here and there. These are like folds. And some of them, as it's cooling down now, appear to be coming back. But compared to how it looked before, this is looking a lot flatter, a lot shinier, especially if I go around to the other side where previously there was a whole load of wrinkles here. So now they are much reduced. You can still see there is a little bit there. Let me just, yeah, still a little bit, but it's better. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to let it sit over the weekend and then see which creases come back, which ones stay away, and then give it a second round of blasting with the hot air. But for now, just turn this fan off for a second so it's not too noisy. So, diffuser panels. I've just tried stapling these together, but where this foam or felt, where this felt is so high density, it doesn't actually compress very well, if at all. Like even trying to press it with your hand, with your fingers, it doesn't compress too well. So the stapler, bearing in mind that shoots staples into timber, MDF, anything like that, no problem. It gets the staple through, as in, you can just, I don't know if you can see that, but there are little marks there where the staple went through to this PVC sheet. But then the density of the felt springs it back and pulls the staple out. So yeah, can't staple them together. I was thinking of using mitre bond, but I don't have a lot of it left, and I'd kind of like to get at least a few of them stuck together now. So I've got some all-purpose Gorilla Glue, the clear stuff. This is, I should close that lid, put the lid on there. Oh shit. Bear with. Not doing too well. There we go. So this has been used to stick many things together. I've not used it on soft materials before, like this felt, so we're going to see how it goes. I'm just going to do maybe 4 of them with the Gorilla Glue. Leave them again over the weekend. Going to put something heavy on them. See how they go next week. See how well they're stuck together. Do a little pull test. If they stick together well enough, I'll do the rest of them and leave them sitting till they're set. In the meantime, I'm also going to buy some more, get some more mitre bond, because that stuff gets anything stuck together really fast, which will be a much better on-site solution, because you can literally stick it together in 10 or 15 seconds and then it's ready to fix to the wall. And then I just need to work out some sort of a method for fixing this to the wall. So I have got some Velcro strips. I'm going to see if the Velcro, the hooky side of it, actually sticks to this. I don't think it does, but then again, if I can just bond the Velcro to that, it'll be an easy enough way of fixing that to a wall, because they're only light, they really don't weigh much. Talking maybe 50 grams, 100 grams tops. I don't need that. Yeah, don't have a scale, so I can't say for sure. Anyway, as before, I'm gonna leave it to the time lapse and get these few stuck together, because I need to make a move as well in a minute. So yeah, let the time lapsing commence. Okay, covered in dust. So there we have it. Got this stack of paper resting on top. Got the remainder of these panels in there just to distribute the weight, and then the 4 panels bonded together. Now, weirdly, when applying sniff test, so this glue doesn't smell of anything, but when applying it to these PVC panels, whatever that material is, there's a strong scent of mint being released from it, which I don't know if I should be worried about it. There doesn't seem to be any heat coming from it, but it's definitely minty. So yeah, I'd like to have a bit more of a preview of what's going on here, but just have to wait, let it sit for the weekend, and then continue there. So yeah, the 4 of them initially will occupy this space here. I'm going to raise it from this wall to cover this double socket completely, and then yeah, I might extend it to cover most of that wall as well. And then, so these panels, because they are technically supposed to be hanging divider panels, they did come with ceiling hooks, and that's why they've got holes all around the perimeter. It's so you can hook them together. So I might see if it's sensible, I don't know how well it's going to work, but hanging a string of them from here with the felt backing on. Now that I've said that and started visualizing it, it's going to be shit, so I'm not going to do that. But instead, some adhesive failing. Yeah, instead what I'll do, see how they perform. I don't know, I'll see if I can devise a way of an audio test of some sort with and without the panels. But yeah, until they are set and bonded, can't say for sure. Yeah, gonna leave that there and then carry on with this when they are set. So fast forward. Hello people of AV world and custom AV engineering. Having just said that little intro, I've been thinking recently of moving everything, moving everything AV engineering, smart home, IoT, that kind of stuff to a new channel. But I don't want to commit to a new channel if I can't at least put out 1 video a week, which I know I don't do the best job with this channel, because in all fairness, this is my, let's call it my general interest channel. So yeah, so look out for an update on that front. Custom AV engineering works. I apologise if my voice disappears at any point today, because over the weekend I've had a bit of a cold or sinusitis or something. I don't know, everything's just been blocked up and swollen up in here, and you can hear my throat's still a bit croaky, and every now and then a vowel or a consonant just completely disappears. Several syllables disappear from words, let alone words from sentences. So the background noise you can hear there is I am doing some 3D printing today. That's a not quite AV related project. It's for a family member. I'm designing something to go on a sim rig. There's another part to it here, which is the base that holds for lack of a better word, a shaft, which then has a holder for holding a device. So yeah, we will see how that turns out later today. I've just had to do a bit of printer bed recalibration because the first attempted printing, let's get a blue background there. You can see, actually you can't really see, well actually there's this big gap. That gap's not meant to be there, and then you can practically see through the first layer. So I cancelled that, recalibrated, started again, and that is what it is. So back to the topic at hand. Let me just put my phone in this holder so I can be a bit more hands-free whilst doing what I need to do. Lovely. Just tighten this up. Oh, apparently that is tight. Doesn't feel very tight. Never mind. This, oh no, that's definitely not tight. That just fell down. So this is how. Is this gonna? Sorry for the wobbliness, but this mount is broken. That's why. There's a split in that. Okay, well, I'll just have to deal with it. So this is how I left the stack of diffuser panels last week. I need to find somewhere to stand this. That's not going to be moving around for the reveal, the grand reveal. Because last week I was actually using the 3D printer as a phone holder or a camera holder, a cameraman. That's not going to work now because the 3D printer is doing 3D printing things. So I'm gonna, where can I stand this? It's because so this holder is essentially a glorified selfie stick. It's a monopod. And this is what we have. So let's see how well. Oh wow, that's. I mean, yeah, it is Gorilla Glue. So I used just this fairly generic Gorilla clear glue, which is meant to stick everything and anything together. So yeah, obviously in the middle, if you can see that, it's not stuck there. It is just stuck around the edges, but it's lightweight. It doesn't weigh really doesn't weigh anything. So yeah, quite pleased at how that looks. Let's see if we can balance one here. Oh. Nearly. Okay, so I've got these 4 done. I need to make up some sort of a standoff to go around this. So I've got some thin timber, which I'm going to, how was that, 6mm? So I need to double layer it, being careful not to go through the power wires. So I know the power wires here go down and up and to the right because it's a very special installation. Not done by me, not done by anyone I recommend or interact with. That's just the way it was when we moved in here, and I've had a look in there since, and that's where the cables go. In fact, I also know that some of the cables do go down outside of the safe zone, which is not ideal, but I know where the cables run, so I can fix something to the wall here. So yeah, I'm going to make what's essentially a 12mm standoff, a frame to go around this so that the panels can fix to that, and then this one part of wall will have some diffusion properties, at least audio diffusion properties. And back to this, that's still looking good. So some of these creases have reappeared, but nowhere near as bad as it was when it first went up. That's obviously, they've reappeared where this has cooled down and relaxed. So maybe I'll get the little that thing on the go again later, just to straighten out some of those creases again. Anyway, okay, turn this light off for now. Yeah, I'm going to make this little frame thing, standoff. Then I need to work out how I'm going to fix these panels to set standoff. I've got some Velcro, so I'm going to see if the felt by itself sticks to the Velcro hook part. If not, I can always fix, again, using glue, the Velcro to the back of it, because like I said, this really doesn't weigh much. That's, I mean, maybe 100 grams, I don't know. It could be less, could be more. Actually, I haven't really got anything that, let's see, so I've got a jar of coffee. No way. Like, so this jar of coffee, the contents are 100 grams, so the jar itself weighs a lot more than that. But then this is even lighter. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say 100 grams at max, which is going to be no problem for Velcro to hold up, which at least means these can be easily moved around, you know, wherever there's Velcro on the wall, they will go on. Okay, enough babbling from me. Let's go to time lapse. Okay, so lovely sunny day out there. So it seems, so this cladding board is actually closer to, let me get a better angle here. Ain't gonna work. So that cladding board is actually closer to 8mm thick, which if I double layer it, is going to stick out more than I want it to. In fact, the offset from the wall is going to be thicker than the panel itself. Now, let me get one of them, in fact. So I'll put that there so you can see the timber sits, whoops, just a little proud of the socket there, and then the buttons themselves only protrude, that's about 6 or 7mm, but then I have to allow for the actual Velcro as well, which obviously is not perfectly flat. So Velcro this has been pressed together by a machine. This has a bit of thickness to it as well, and then I have to allow for this flex in the felt, which means I can probably just go a single layer onto the wall and then stick the panels on. So next step is get those 2 bits of timber fixed to the wall and then work out where the panels are going to sit. Well, actually I should work out first where the panels are going to sit. Well, I'm going to center them vaguely on that speaker. Actually, you know what, I'll center them on the socket, because they're going to cover quite a range there anyway. and then it allows for other speakers. I can always add more panels, it's fine. So yeah, let's do that. Back to time lapsing. Let's have a quick update on the 3D printing. Yeah, it's looking a lot better than, well, that. So here we are. I've just done the top two for now. Now these are not like, it's just one strip of Velcro holding each one. This will be a good, pardon me, this will be a good longevity test to see how well just one strip of Velcro works on this felt. So as you briefly saw, the Velcro itself does hook onto the felt quite well, and it does support its own weight. How long for, I don't know. So the hook part of the Velcro, I've just used the adhesive backing to stick it onto the timber to stand it off from the wall. Again, let's see how well that works. In all fairness, like I was struggling to get the backing paper off. It's really stuck on there. So even this, obviously it's waxed backing paper, even that was really stuck on to the adhesive. So I suppose that's a good sign. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the next two as well. And yeah, as you saw, obviously, so the two screws, to offset them to one side because of cables running on the other side, just had to get at least two screws in there so that there's counterbalance, so it stays level, etc. Yeah, I'll get the next one in, and then we'll have a little listening test. Set this down there. Okie dokie. So that's the 4 panels hung. Obviously there's only 4 here specifically for this speaker at the moment, guys. So the listening position is essentially here. So it's just that first reflection to try and diffuse it somewhat, absorb some of it. Yeah, I think I would actually prefer if this was flush up against the wall rather than the shadow gap there, because then you wouldn't have any alignment issues, etc. But like I said previously, this is a concept product, so to speak, as in it's something I am developing for a client where they need a very shallow audio diffuser panel in place. So yeah, I'm going to rerun the Odyssey, the automatic setup. So I've got a Denon AVR in here, and that comes with its own little room setup mic. And obviously it has the Odyssey room correction software built in. I'm going to see if with a new measurement, if it picks up a difference in distance, because sometimes you can get speaker distances being incorrectly calculated as a result of reflections, or you can get phasing issues or whatever. Now, when when this room was last calibrated, it had completely different speakers in, so these speakers have just been sitting there just doing a job, not the best job because they haven't been properly set up, but we're going to do that today. I won't get that part on video. The results of that will be for another video because it's a bit boring, and obviously the sound quality is not something I can really portray through video because the quality of the sound is limited by the microphone on my the microphone on the phone, and then obviously the quality of the speakers through which you're listening to it. So you've got two steps of degradation there in audio quality, so to speak. So yeah, hopefully the difference will be in the perceived audio, how it sounds. So yeah, I'm going to turn it on, see how it sounds, and take it from there. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, this little 3D printing project goes smoothly today. I've been putting off doing it for so long. I just need to get it done now, really. And then surely it's got to be nearly lunchtime. I am getting hungry, so yeah, need to go get some lunch. And then yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you've taken something away from it. Like I said, keep an eye out for. I'll make an announcement if and when I start another channel specifically with all this custom AV engineering projects, info, that kind of thing. It's just something that I've got a personal interest in it. It's also what I do professionally. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, have a great day. The sun's out here. Not that I'm making the most of it. I'm in the office here home. Yeah, go and enjoy it, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye for now.